Hello everybody, my name is Voyadex, welcome back to another Roblox video. In today's video I'm back on Ground Crew Simulator. Now I did promise in my previous Ground Crew Simulator video that I would do a Riga airport update if it did come out, and finally it has come out. It came out on the 19th of April, but I've had to put it off. If anyone did watch the previous commentary video I did, I think it was the Big Blue Hotel review, or the Holiday Inn one, I can't really remember which one I did say. But I did have to put it off for a couple of days because I was ill, so therefore my throat was sore and I was coughing, so therefore I've had to put it off. So thankfully today I am here doing a Ground Crew Simulator update on Riga Airport, and I'm very excited, and I'm very interested to see what they've added, what they're on the map and stuff like that, what like the baggage handling stuff, and I'm very excited to see that. So what they've added on the update as well is the jetways, which I'm very excited to see. A couple of things on the airport, which I did see on the development log, that the airport does come with the jetways, so of course I am very excited to use that and see what that's like. There is a pushback tug on this one, and also there are no marshalling sticks. The aircraft does come in by itself, so there won't be any marshalling sticks on this one, just so I had to double check beforehand, because I remember the Catholic video people were telling me that there was no marshalling sticks. So in this one there is no marshalling sticks either, so hopefully the aircraft can hopefully park itself where it's going to park. So anyway, what we're going to do is jump onto the game, check around the airport, probably do a bit of a bit of the Ground Crew Simulator, because that's the point of the game, and just give it a try and see what happens. So I'm very excited. Let's go. And here we are, guys, loaded into Riga Airport, Latvia. If anyone doesn't know, Riga is in Europe, it's in the country Latvia. I just thought I'll let you guys know, because I know a lot of people have probably asked me on Discord or even on the comment section. So we are going to go with the Boeing 737 since the aircraft is brand new to the game, and we're going to go with the typical Ryanair livery, because Ryanair does fly to Riga Airport. I was going to go with Wizz Air, but I wasn't sure if Wizz Air still flies to Riga, so someone in the comments will probably have to let me know. And whoever actually answers that question first will be pinned on my comment section. And I've been doing that recently on my videos, so any funny comments, or even just a simple hello, I will just pin it on the video. So it's first come first serve, and basically if anyone has got any funny jokes or first comment on the video will get pinned immediately on any of my videos. So anyway, as the aircraft is coming in, there are an update which I did mention was the jetway, so I'm excited to use the jetway. And of course there's no marshalling sticks, so the aircraft will park hopefully in one of these free slots here. So what we're now going to do in this video, we're not going to do the whole overload with the ground crew, because I know from the last video I did exactly the same with the Boeing 737 with it just being released, but with this just being an airport, I'm just going to do the whole cargo and the jetway and the push tug and the pushback tug here, and look around the airport, because I'm pretty sure I did see over there was an Air Baltic hangar, which I am correct there. I'm not sure if the Air Baltic training centre's like over here somewhere, I'm not really sure, or over there, or over on this side of the airport, I'm not really sure, but I do know there's a DHL cargo company hangar like over there, so I will have to double check on that. But I'm not really sure how far I can leave the aircraft zone, because if anyone remembers from the previous video, I was trying to leave the aircraft zone, and I did mention about there has been zones so people don't troll on your ground crew games if you have got multiplayer open to the public, or you're playing with friends that want to troll you. So yeah, here we are, there's the aircraft parked up and ready, so we are going to go into the jetway just to check it out. So anyway, they've done a good job on the jetway, because I'm pretty sure they built the jetways as well from the developments on their Discord, which I will leave in the link description down below, including the game, because I know a lot of people ask, what is the game, or what's the game name. It's Ground Crew Simulator on Roblox, the link in the description, and you guys can check it out yourselves. So anyway, here's the jetway. We have got the controls on the left hand side, we've got the wheels, the cab, and the height. So the wheels are pretty easy to do, I'm assuming. They sound like prop jetways, if you get what I mean. If anyone's seen a prop jetway on Roblox, I think everyone knows prop now, pretty much now at this point, especially when you've been watching my videos for quite some time. But we are gonna just, oh my days, this is actually quite difficult. Maybe I'm lying to myself, actually maybe it's not that difficult. Okay, maybe turn it a little bit. Have I done this in one go? I'd be very pleased if I have. And I think I have, so I'm going to turn the camera just a little bit, and it does look like I have done this in somewhat of a one go. I'm actually quite proud of myself for once in my life. I've actually managed to do it in one go, and I will just up it just a little bit, and there we go. And let's open the door and get the passengers off the aircraft, and of course I greet myself to the cabin crew and the flight deck. Hello guys, how are you doing? Did you have a nice flight? And oh my days, what's going on here? There's too many numbers. Oh my, my head, I don't know what to do here. My head's all over the place right now, seeing all them numbers. But the jetway, I'm not gonna lie, the jetway controls are actually quite simple and quite easy to do. I'm actually quite impressed. You know, I'm actually quite amazed. I'm actually quite kind of speechless. But when I was checking the development logs, I'm not really sure when it was when they said it, but they are looking into adding like NPC characters. So like you will have to do like bus transfers from the gate to like a different gate on this side of the airport, or on Keflavik as well. They are looking into doing that in some point in the future, which I did sort of see, and also the jetways as well, where the NPCs can come on and off the aircraft. There has been some other updates I did see, but I can't really specifically remember. But we are going to take the cargo off the aircraft as we speak, so I'm going to pack this up just ready and get my baggage carts wherever they are. They're over there. I've got to say though, like the driving mechanics in this game are actually quite simple and quite easy compared to like some Roblox games I've played, where like with some different simulators where it's always complicated, where you have to press like E for engine, like you know, other buttons like the indicators and stuff like that. But this simulator is actually quite simple and quite easy to understand the controls quite fairly quickly, to be honest. So you know, I'm going to give a massive shout out to that for that, to be honest. So if I remember from the last video, I did have to change the direction because I was trying to understand what was going on. So anyway, here comes the cargo. Probably going to end up on the cart or the tarmac, because someone did say in the comments, and I think it was in the comments on the Discord, that it does automatically go into the cart just like that. But I am going to keep my eye on it just in case. And yep, there we go. Yep, I got a tip as well. Great. The game understands that I've not played this in such a long time. It's given me a hint of what to do in my own job. Oh dear, I hope nothing fragile was in these suitcases, and I hope none of the suitcases is damaged, because I can't afford to replace anything that's in the bags or the bag itself, because I've got a family, I've got a massive family to feed, I've got bills to pay, I'm in debt with the bank, and I hope Ryanair can pay for any issues here. I hope the passengers aren't watching me doing this right now, because I know a lot of passengers are probably recording and put on like TikTok or Twitter or something like that. And I think that's all that can't be all the cases. There's one missing, yeah. I was going to say there's one missing, so it's underneath there, so that's all the cases on that. So what we're going to do is going to get the car into this baggage drop-off here and collect the new suitcases. So anyway, let's close this up and head up onto the baggage drop-off. I know a lot of people complained about my horrendous driving, so I'm not going to, I'm not going to speed, I'm not going to go manic, I'm just going to take my time and not, T-bone myself. And I'm actually quite confused on where to go here. I'm assuming I go into here. I'm just going to go into here and hope for the best, because, I forget sometimes. And wow, this actually really nice, to be fair. It's probably my favourite baggage drop-off and baggage collection point here. I'm actually quite impressed. Developers, you've done an awesome job. Like, I like this little staircase just there, for any players to go, around, what I mean, like go above, go above the, not the conveyor belt, so you're not disrupting the baggage. So anyway, what we're gonna do is we're gonna just drop off the bags here. But there's gonna be one thing I'm gonna test. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this bag here and hope it does actually move, and it does move. I'm actually quite impressed. Developers, you guys go the extra mile. Like, that is impressive. That is absolutely awesome. You guys need to give yourselves a pat on the back. That is absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that. I was just expecting this case just to stay there, and I'd be like, yep, okay, this is my job now. But this is, you guys have done an awesome job. I'm actually quite impressed. Well done, guys. And there we go. That's all the bags off that aircraft. And now we're going to pick up the new bags, which are a bit stuck over there. So with it being my responsibility and being the only person here, I've got to do the dirty work, because all my staff members are very lazy and probably on break and probably laughing at me right now. My manager's probably in the office doing nothing at all. So we are gonna collect all these bags and put them on the cart. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be like a bug or anything, so developers, you are watching this, I have found a bug, and the bags do get stuck on this baggage pickup here, baggage number 4. I think that's just the default one, but I'm just going to point it out anyway, just in case you guys wanted to see, because I know the developers do watch the videos when I do these Ground Crew Simulator videos. So We're going to put these bags on, go to the aircraft, put them on, and then push back the aircraft and just have a look around Riga Airport. Fun fact, actually, if anyone remembers, there is a video like many videos ago, and I did upload it, but I did actually come to Riga Airport, and actually, I did actually really enjoy Riga. It was actually a really nice place. I do highly recommend it if you guys are interested in history and culture. I went for like 4 or 5 days with a couple of friends. It was it was good. It was awesome. I do recommend it. Shout out to people in Latvia. You guys are awesome. So what we're gonna do is just put these cases on the cart, go to the aircraft, load them up, and then of course push back the aircraft, and also get rid of the jetway and have a look around the airport and see if any can find any interesting Easter eggs. I've only just noticed as well is that these doors do open, so it wasn't just me being silly. That you can actually just go in anyway. But anyway, let's take our tug and the luggage, because I don't want the passengers to be delayed, because Ryanair is a very interesting airline when it comes to turnarounds, and their turnarounds are probably the quickest out of every airline, probably on Roblox and also in real life. But anyway, so here we are, we've got back at the aircraft, we've got our luggage. Hopefully the passengers aren't too angry, or the airline is too upset with me being very slow. Since I'm the only person working here, I really wonder where my other colleagues are at. What'd be very interesting as well, which I am going to point out, is that I really wish there's more airlines on Roblox that use the Riga Airport. Like, you got like Ryanair, you got like Wizz Air, you got Air Baltic, and you probably got like some other airlines like Finnair as well that fly to Riga. And I really wish airlines like that, especially like the big Ryanair, would actually use Riga Airport, because you guys would be really awesome if you did that. And I have joined an Air Baltic. They are still in development, so hopefully in the future they do start operations very soon, including using Riga Airport, or even airlines that do use Riga Airport. So hopefully I will find an airline that does go to, or flies from Riga Airport, and I hopefully will do a review on that. So anyway, we've got the last of the luggage here. What we'll do is I'll move away our tug, and of course we're going to move away the luggage cart as well. And of course we are going to push back the aircraft and remove the jetway, and then of course we are going to just drive around the airport and see how far I can actually get from the zone, which I did mention earlier on in the video where there were zones. Oh, and I'm just going to leave it there. I don't deserve my license at all. I don't know how I got this job either in the first place. I lied on my resume, I don't understand. So anyway, we're going to close up the cargo, because we don't want that flying out during the takeoff, or even flying in general. So here we go. So let's move the vehicles just out the way. Oh, there we go. That was some really good moves by me driving that to an maybe my license doesn't need to be taken off me. So anyway, we're going to just get onto this jetway very quickly. Yep, there you go, cabin crew. Hope you have a safe flight. Bye bye. And of course we are going to close these doors, and of course move the jetway out of the way. So this will be very simple and pretty much easy to do compared to previously. So I'm going to leave it there. We're not going to refuel the aircraft or anything. Oh, what is going on? The jetway. My jetway's decided to go into the aircraft. Oh dear. Oh dear indeed. My jetway has a malfunction. I think I've just cost the airline and the airport so much money. I do sincerely apologise. I don't know what happened. It just malfunctioned. I'm just trained just to move the jetway. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. I'm not really sure that's a bug or not. So developers, again, I found a bug. Yep, I can't get down the stairs either, apparently. But then, yep, there we go. I'm just going to brake health and safety. So anyway, we're going to push back our aircraft. So if I remember correctly from the video from the Keflavik one, I did actually somewhat understand where I went wrong with the pushback. So what I'm just going to do is just going to get it ready. So there we go. So that's on the pushback ready. So we're going to get our tug, line that up for the aircraft. And there we go. Line up for the aircraft, and there is a first person mode which I will use. I think I did use on the Catholic video, I'm not really too sure. And my tug, and my iron bar has decided to go inside the tug. What is going on? How did I even get this job in the first place? I thought I may have failed my application or even interview. I'm not sure how I got this job, so I don't even know at this point what I'm doing. So I'm gonna just, there we go. So we're there ready. So if I remember from the Catholic video, I do need to open this up apparently, and then it was the Which one was it? Was it the, I think it was the external interphone, I think it was? Yeah, it was, if I remember correctly, and it's ready for pushback, release, parking, brake. Or even just pushback completed, clear for taxi. I don't think I want to do that just right now. So we have got pushback ready for that. So I'm assuming, do I just get back in pushback? So I guess what I'm assuming that's what I do if I... No, I can't remember, I need to play this game more often. And there we go, oh there we go, we're moving the aircraft. It's actually the first time I'm pushing back the Boeing 737 as well. So it's actually going to be quite interesting to see. On this game specifically, but when I've done my own flights or worked for airlines. I know someone in the Discord or the last comment section of the previous ground crew simulator video did say that I do need to do a ground crew video for an actual airline, which hopefully at some point I will do once I am feeling better and not dying of a cold and a cough. But anyway, here we go. I don't want to jinx it too soon. Oh, I jinxed it too soon. I was going to say I was doing so well, and then of course I decided to jinx myself saying it. Oh dear. This is why sometimes I don't say things, because this is what happens. I say things way too quickly, and I think I've got the aircraft stuck. Have I? No, I haven't. I may have fixed the situation. I think I've done it. You know, I'm just gonna leave it. You guys there for a bit. You know, yeah. You guys can straighten yourselves up. You're right now. You can do what you want. So anyway, and get inside the tunnel, Jack. So you're ready for, you know. Oh dear, I've fallen over. Help! Help! How do I disconnect it? Close the hatch. Move the tug out of the way. I don't want it to hit the engines. I'm still here. Wait, let me move. There we go. I'll move out the way for you guys. There you go. I hope you guys can straighten yourselves up. You know, you have got the ability to do that. So anyway, while the aircraft is leaving, I am going to get into this tug here and actually just going to drive around and see what else I can find on Riga Airport. I did notice in the cinematic they have got the Latvian flag and also the Ukraine flag on the front of the airport, which they do have just over there. They've got a couple of buildings. We've got VIP apparently. I'm not really sure that. Oh dear. Oh my. Oh dear. I'm stuck in the ground. I don't think this was meant to. Oh. Bye bye. So we can't go that far out of the game apparently on this side, but I'm just going to quickly teleport to the stand and just get myself into another vehicle. I'm just going to use the baggage loader for this. So we are where the air Baltic hangar is over here. The aircraft is deciding to go that way, which is actually pretty cool to see. Oh, there's the fuel truck and airstairs. We've got some fuel truck and airstairs here for you guys. Yeah, it's actually got the Riga Airport logo as well, so I'm actually quite impressed on how much detail the developers have actually done. So, you know, well done guys, you've actually done a really awesome job. We've got this long corridor which I had to walk when I went to Riga Airport. I didn't use a jetway, I had to walk all that way. So unfortunately I can't go that far out, but yeah, they've done a really awesome job. Like, they've added all the, you know, the jetways. I think that's supposed to be the DHL cargo area just over there, but you know, yeah, I think it is. I can just see it just over there. I know I'm out of bounds. It's fine. It's cool. And of course, we have got probably the Air Baltic training centre just over there or just over here. But the airport, they've actually done a really awesome job. You know, developers, you need to give yourselves a pat on the back. I'm actually quite impressed, to say this, but I'm actually quite speechless. I'm not really sure, but I'm actually, you know, Riga Airport is probably one of my most favourite airports on the Roblox, because with me having a copy as well, not this exact airport, but you know what I mean from the Air Baltic video, you know, that, you know, having that airport, you know, is very impressive, and I got to say they've done a really awesome job. I'm trying to see how far I can actually go without being told I'm out of bounds, but I can't actually see the, the front of the airport, so if I quickly just go around here and actually have a look. Sadly I can't, it just says out of bounds, return to game area. So I can't really go that far, but you guys can see that it has got the, the entrance and of course the exit. Because if I'm not really sure if Riga Airport's changed since I last went back in 2018, but the top part was the entrance and the bottom part was the exit. So if you guys were arrivals, it'd be you exit at the bottom, and then of course any departures would be entering from the front. And then of course there's our Ryanair aircraft just deciding to float off. That is a very impressive takeoff. You know, shout out to the pilots on that. But anyway guys, that is it for the Ground Crew Simulator video of the updates of Riga Airport and the jetways. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on bell notifications because you'll be notified every time I upload. Have a good day and I'll see you guys later.